John says Teri is the only woman he has ever been with, and he's desperate to marry her. But let's back up just a little. You see, these two met when John was a teenager babysitting Teri's kids. She says the relationship is true love, but 2 years ago, he caught her talking to one of his friends behind his back. Now he stalks her every move. Isn't it a little scary to be in a relationship like that?
I have to FaceTime him when I'm in the stores and show him what store I'm in. So I have to show receipts.
Now, and here you are, you're 43 years old. You would think at this point in your life, you would be past the controlling boyfriend stage, especially when the boyfriend is how much younger than he is? He's like, he's 17 years younger than you. Why would you, it'd be like if all of a sudden, I wasn't married and I started dating somebody in their 20s and she's like, oh, Steve, you better FaceTime me. I want to know where you're at. I'd be like, go to hell.
Well, when I had met him, my husband had passed away in a car accident. And John came in a time of my life when I was going through rough times and everything, and I was working. He was watching my kids for me, and he was taking care of my yard and stuff like that. And he was there for me, and eventually it just blossomed into a relationship.
Yeah, but at some point, you must have said, I'm dating, 35-year-old woman dating a teenager.
Yeah.
You must have said, some bad things could come out of this, right?
Yeah, about
And not that there's anything wrong with an age difference, but just the fact of the maturity level, dating a teenage boy, and I'm sure, he's 18, oh, I'm with this 35-year-old, I'm having sex, this is great. But then, it gets to be other complications with dating with somebody that young, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago, I threw him out because of the obsession and the jealousy and everything. It was just getting crazy. And then it just got worse. Yeah. People telling him that I'm getting in the car with...
Why'd you take him back?
Because I love him and I have a kid with him, and he helped me go through a lot of things in my life that I didn't think I could.
Now, he says the real big downfall was he found a text message between you and somebody such a good friend that he looked at him like a brother. Were you texting this other guy?
I was texting him, but it's only because I just bought a house and he was doing stuff in my house for me.
But so there was no message like, oh, we need to keep this secret?
No,
because he kind of alluded to that.
I'm not going to lie. We did say that don't let John know because John will flip out.
Follows you when you leave the house. He has friends that follow and spy on her. What friends would do that? Yeah, I'll follow your old lady. Refuse to let her leave the house alone. Again, you're a 43-year-old woman. You can't leave the house alone.
I know, and I don't. I don't, because it's hell to pay for him when I come home.
Why would you allow that? Why would you be like, no?
At first it was a joke, him saying, oh, you're being with this person, being with that person. But now he's calling me a whore in front of his friends, and his friends are taking it to the extreme. Like his friends are telling him I was with a producer and I was wearing a fur coat, and I don't even own a fur coat. And
what kind of producer? Like a music producer?
A music producer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. It's a secret.
He won't get a job. He won't get a job because he says he can't trust me.
He's got a camera on your house?
Yes, and he wants to put cameras inside the house so he can monitor everything.
Again, you're not 21 years old.
I know.
You're a 43-year-old woman. How many children do you have?
Honestly?
Well, lie to me if you want. I don't care.
I have 8.
You have 8 children?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably don't get a lot of time to be alone regardless, right? Like you're raising 8 children, so when you do get a chance to break away and have a little sane time, because I gotta admit, I'm only raising 2, and that can drive you crazy. You're raising 8. You gotta admit, it's gotta feel pretty good when you're alone and you can just think.
I don't even know how to act when I'm alone.
Right.
I'm never alone.
So he ruins that time for you.
That's why I'm here today, because I'm done. I'm tired of it.
He's never even been with another woman in his whole life?
That's what he says.
He's only been with one woman his whole life.
That's what he says.
I have a friend like that, and let me tell you, it's not pleasant. It's, she experienced a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's bring out John.
Where's he at? I've never cheated on you.
No.
You see everything you do. You're always accusing me of everything. I don't do nothing. I don't even go nowhere.
I was 18 years old, lost my virginity to you. You're my own and only.
That doesn't matter. I've only been with you in 8 years.
Then why do you
I've
the
only been
text
with
messages?
you.
Why do you hide them
You
from me?
think you
Why
see
when I
those
walk
text
into a room, you
messages?
put the phone down and you exit
no,
out
that's
of stuff?
A lie.
And then when I ask you to
Never.
give you my phone, you
I've
say,
never. That's why you look at my phone when I'm sleeping.
oh, that's why every time I come
Yeah,
at you with something, you always tell me, let me see your phone. Why is this like this?
Because if you're doing it to me, maybe you're doing it.
If you didn't do what you did, I wouldn't act the way I do because I love you.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I can't
Trying to
live
make
like
me
this.
seem crazy, what you do, what you do. You
are
put
crazy.
a show on, you put a show on, you front in front of people.
I don't put on a show. I don't
you
even
start
have
smiling
no
at me.
friends.
You know what? Here's the deal. Why do you behave this way? Because if she is doing it, then why are you sticking around?
Because I love her. She's my one and only.
Okay. You love her, and that's great. But I see a guy, and you know, a lot of times I get clowns out here, and they're, but I see real pain in your eyes. I see it in your face. I see pain. So what I'm saying, if you are so unhappy, and the miserable is just oozing out of you, what keeps you there? Because you love her? If you don't think that if you left her, you would never love anybody ever again, you're only going to be with one woman your whole entire life?
She's my one and only. I knew the day I met
The
her.
one and only that you think is a dirty liar whore. And these are your words, not mine. Mm-hmm. This is the woman that you love, you can't leave her, the dirty, lying whore. Am I missing something here?
She puts herself in positions that
You're killing me, though.
What position?
I'm not doing nothing.
What, the position of having to work, raising 8 kids? What
No,
do you
see,
do?
when I was
What do you do?
When I was doing
What
work,
do you do?
When I was
What do you do?
Like I said, when I was working.
When? No. I don't want to hear about when. I want to talk about here and now, the present. Are you working today?
No.
No, why not?
Because I'm afraid if I work, she's just going to do what she did before.
You know what?
But I haven't said nothing. I haven't said nothing.
You don't even know the truth that you do.
Can you imagine me telling me going home to my kids today and I say, you know what, Daddy's giving up his show. Because
it's not even like that.
I can't go to work because I can't trust my wife. I'm going to quit my job. I'm not going to pay my bills or support my family because I don't trust the woman that I choose to lay down with.
You don't know.
If I don't know, and you are so miserable that you can't even work as a young man, then you are in the wrong relationship. I just don't understand. If you're so miserable, why you wouldn't, you're not even married. You just break up.
I've been trying to marry her.
But why would she marry you?
She's the one that has excuses why she don't want to lose her money.
I'm a whore, that's why he don't want to marry me.
She never gave me a real excuse.
Why would she marry you? You're not a loving guy. You're not supportive of her.
No, she made me who I am today.
She made you who
I
you
was,
are.
I was,
well, then,
I was
what
a
you
good
should
person.
do, what you should do if you made this, then you need to be the one that says, you know what I would do, and I'm serious. And listen, I know we're a show, but I would say if you made this, and he's saying you made this, you should say, it's over. You want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Contact the show now at 1-888-STEVE-07. Teri, you came here and you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, in the past 7 years, have you had sexual, physical contact with anyone other than John? And you said no. In the past 7 years, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than John? And you said no. Have you had sexual, physical contact with any of John's friends? And you said no. Have you had sexual intercourse with any of John's friends? And you said no. The results came back the same to each and every one of those questions, and they came back that, Teri, you told the truth.
Every day you hurt me.
All right, John took a lie detector test. Now, if he would fail,
Ain't going to.
if he were to fail, what?
I don't know my actions right now. I've probably heard him on your stage. I don't know.
You'll take him back.
No.
John came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked him, in the past 7 years, have you had sexual physical contact with anyone other than Teri? And he said no. In the past 7 years, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Teri? He said no. And the results for John's lie detector test, they all came back the same, and they came back that John told the truth.
I told you. I told you I love you.
Going off on me.
Every other woman is irrelevant. I don't give about all them.
I mean,
But he can leave.
this is a pretty good track record for somebody. 7 years of never being unfaithful.
Only woman I've ever been with, and she's the only one.
And for the past 7 years, you're the only man she's been with. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too.